Welcome back to the course. Today we'll do some basic coding in Python. For that I am using VS Code. In VS Code to install Python extensions, we should go to this extension tool and search for Python. This Python IntelliSense Pylance is the extension which we must be installing. I have already installed this. Now I'll begin coding. To enable the extension, I'll first save the file as Python file. I will save this as pt.py. In VS Code, there is inbuilt terminal. To access that, we should go to this terminal and then click New Terminal. Our file is in desktop, so cd desktop folder. First, we'll print a hello world. This is the command for print. I'll save and run this file. See that hello world is printed. Now we'll see the syntax. In Python, a function must be called using a parenthesis. Print is an inbuilt function in Python which has all these values, all these arguments. Star values is the object which we'll be printing. In Python, if we call print without any values in it, it will print a new line. See, after calling print, here is the new line. We can print many arguments one after the other. Whatever I'm calling inside a pair of single quote or a pair of double quote, Python will consider it as string. Hello space world in the first line and the hello and the world here are strings. 1 and 2 are integers. We'll see more about this when we are seeing the data types. You can see that there is a space after every print. After 1 there's a space, after hello there is a space, after 2 there is a space. This is because if I print multiple arguments, the print function will by default add a space in between them. This is called sep argument. Sep argument means separator. Separator argument is usually by default it is space. So even if I don't add space here, it will add space by default. Instead of that, if I make sep as dot explicitly, I'll have 1.hello.2.world. 1.hello.2.world. This is the sep argument of print. The next argument is end. End argument is by default /n. /n means new line in Python. So now I'll print welcome between hello world and this print. So if I run this function now, after hello world, I have not explicitly asked the code to print a next line. But by default, welcome has been printed in the next line, which is because of this end argument. End argument is by default /n, which is new line in Python. If I explicitly change it to hyphen and in next line I print new. New will be printed in the same line as this one. We'll check it. See, there is 1.hello.2.world hyphen new. So this end argument is the character that will be added after the arguments has been printed. By default it is /n. So every time print is called, it will add a new line after printing the argument. The print function converts the parameter inside the parenthesis which must be printed to string. So everything that we want to be printed is printed as string only. Even if I print a number, say I'm printing 1. 1 is printed, but it is printed as string because Python has implicitly converted this integer into string. Once we learn about variables, we'll further learn how to print every variable as per a formatting.